done. Now, let's get down to action.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. And that's the opening bell, round one. Good punch. Looking to land the hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Time they throw a shot, they get countered. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. And they figure out the combination to this sink.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Missing with the hook. Perfect counter shot. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
This is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Missing with the hook. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Is down big time on the scores. Here we go, it's round two. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Bravery being shown here is just incredible. Failing to score with that right hook. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Left hook hurt him. It's bombs away. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell. Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold and tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Right hook's blocked. Jab misses. Nice counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and back at it in round 4. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That right hook catching air. He got out of the way of that right hook. A perfect counter lands. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. You'd like to see more jabs. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Beautiful counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That bell could not have come. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? The face is starting to welt up from those straights. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself down trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. That jab was blocked. needs to be careful not to punch himself out. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better. Here we go in the 6th round. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
They're both looking for the knockout. And down goes Fury! I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
That's lights out right there. One, two, three, four. Come to me.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being set in place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Swing and a miss with that hook. Parries that jab away. Miller going deep into the gas tank on this round. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Let's.
Unhappy. Good man.
There's the bell to start round 7. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work.
The referee will send them to the corner and take a look at the cuts. So apparently the referee deems it's not that serious, and this fight moves on. Look how that straight's affecting them. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well done with that counter shot. No rest for the weary. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Despite what what the judges' scorecards read. There are no losers in this one. Let's talk about fury in that last round.
Come on, switch on. Get back out there.
There's the bell to start round 8. They just gave us a great round. Let's see if they can do it again.
What a round. I'm exhausted. They must be absolutely shattered. What could you tell a man when he comes back to the corner? You need the instructions to be simple, precise. Don't befuddle them because they're just shattered.
Down goes Fury. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Well, look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time.
They're looking really close at this cut. Will the fight continue? That will do it. Tough luck here as this fight is over.
I think the referee forgot until all of a sudden, yeah, you know what, I better do my job here.
Well, Johnny, complete and total domination, a stoppage victory. How do you rate the performance?
What's next? A TKO makes it so confusing because you think, what would have happened if the fight carried on? These guys are going to have to do it all over again.